That's when your body starts betraying you. It starts with your eyes. They itch, then they burn, then they start sinking into your skull like they're melting. You try to see, but everything's getting darker. Not because the sun is setting, your eyes are literally dying while you're still using them.
They can't even see in the water?
Here's the twisted part. Your species doesn't do normal reproduction. You were born male. But the stress, the starvation, the parasites, they've been slowly changing your body chemistry. You're becoming female. Except the change isn't complete. You release both sperm and eggs into the water. A confused mess of half-transformed biology. Most of the eggs won't fertilize. Most of the ones that do will hatch into deformed larvae that die within hours. You crack out of your egg and immediately realize something's eating you. A parasitic isopod the size of a pinhead is chewing through your tail while you're still half stuck in the egg membrane. You thrash free, ripping away from both the egg and the parasite, leaving a chunk of your tail behind. Around you, 99,000 brothers and sisters are hatching. Most of them have the same problem. Some have 2 parasites. Some are already dead, their tiny bodies hollowed out from the inside. A moray eel larva, barely bigger than you, shoots through the cloud of hatchlings. Its mouth opens and closes like a tiny guillotine. 6 of your siblings disappear in 2 seconds. It turns toward you. You do the only thing your instincts tell you to do. You go completely limp, spread your fins wide, and let your body go slack. You're not a fish anymore. You're a piece of drifting jellyfish, poisonous and worthless. The eel larvae's eyes pass right over you. That trick just saved your life. You'll need to use it 400 more times before you reach adulthood. Most of your siblings won't make it past day 3, but the thing that finally kills you? It'll happen while you're actually winning. Just wait for it. You're 5 days old.
This sounds so exhausting, bro. I mean, bro, some animals truly do have it so bad. Like, every second of your life is life or death. Like, there is always something trying to eat you.
And you've figured out hunting. Sort of. You've learned that if you hide inside clouds of drifting algae, tiny copepods will swim right past your face. You've caught 3 today. You're basically a genius. Then you smell it. Blood in the water. Every larval fish instinct in your body screams at you to investigate through the water until you find the source. It's a dying flying fish, twice your size, struggling near the surface. Its wing fin is shredded. It's bleeding out. It's perfect. You're not the only one. 50 other larvae are already swarming at baby triggerfish, damselfish, wrasses, all tearing off tiny pieces. There's enough food here to last you a week. You dart in and rip off a piece of flesh. It's the biggest meal of your life. Then the water goes dark. A skipjack tuna, 3 feet long, explodes through the feeding frenzy like a missile. Its mouth opens wide enough to swallow 20 of you at once. You snap into jellyfish mode, fins wide, body limp. You tumble through the chaos. The tuna's mouth passes just beside you. When the water finally clears, 30 larvae are gone. The flying fish is gone. You're alive, but you just learned something terrible. The best meals are always traps. Skip forward 6 weeks. You have grown and survived the larval stage through a combination.
Anytime you see some shit you really want to eat, think of your favorite food. Anytime you see it, bro, if you try to eat that shit, there's a 95% chance you're gonna get killed. Everything, every single aspect of their life is eat or be eaten.
They're never safe.
Jellyfish trick and pure luck. You've eaten enough to trigger the next phase of your life. That's when your body starts betraying you. It starts with your eyes. They itch, then they burn, then they start sinking into your skull like they're melting. You try to see, but everything's getting darker. Not because the sun is setting, your eyes are literally dying while you're still using them.
They can't even see in the water? How's that even possible? How do you exist for as long as you do and your genetic code hasn't adapted to the water? You live underwater. How? I'm starting to see why people were gassing this situation of a tripod fish.
To witness how brutal nature can be for you. Your fins start next. The bones inside them begin stretching, growing. It feels like someone's pulling your skeleton apart from the inside. You try to swim normally, but your fins are too long now. They drag behind you like broken wings. The pressure in your head is unbearable. You're diving deeper and deeper, but you can't stop. Something in your brain is forcing you down. At 500 meters, your eyes finish dying. At 1,000 meters, you're completely blind. At 2,000 meters, your swim bladder starts compressing. You're transforming into something that makes no biological sense. Your fins are now 3 times longer than your body. Your eyes are sealed over bumps. You look like evolution had a mental breakdown. At 4,000...
This might be what hell is. This genuinely might be what hell is, bro. For whatever reason, their bodies decide to subjugate their soul to the most brutal, torture imaginable. And there's nothing they can do about it. There is absolutely not a thing they can do about it. What's up, Coco? This is horrible. Their bodies are just against them. And people are saying it gets worse. Oh my gosh.
1,000 meters, you hit the bottom. The pressure here is insane. You can feel it pressing on every part of your body. The water is 33 degrees, 1 degree above freezing. Welcome to hell. You'll live here for the next 3 years. But what's coming next will shock you. You keep trying to swim, forgetting that your fins don't work for swimming anymore. They work for standing. You finally figure out the system. You're a tripod now. Your body hovers 1 foot off the mud, perfectly still, facing the current. Then you wait, and wait, and wait. After 4 hours, something tiny drifts past. You can't see it, your eyes are dead, but you feel it through the special nerves in your fins. You angle your fins like satellite dishes, tracking its movement. When it gets close enough, you create a tiny current with your fins, steering it toward your mouth. You snap. You swallow. 1 microscopic amphipod. 90 calories. You just burned 80 calories catching it. What a joke. You need to catch one of these every 2 hours just to avoid starving. Down here, there's 99% less food than the surface. Except when something does happen, it tries to kill you. Skip forward 3 months. You've survived by standing in the exact same spot for weeks at a time. You've perfected the art of doing nothing. Then something lands on your back. It's tiny, the size of a grain of sand, but you feel it immediately. A cymathoid isopod, the same kind that tried to eat you as an egg. Except this one's smarter. It doesn't kill you. It just stays. It digs its hooks into your skin and starts drinking your blood.
What is the purpose of these creatures, bro? Genuinely, like, they seem to just be... Their one purpose in life is to, 1, be a food source to other creatures, and 2, just to make the user be in as much excruciating pain as possible. I mean, keep in mind, this whole time when they're at the bottom of the surface, the pressure on their bones hurts to no end. They can't even see. Their purpose genuinely is to suffer. Like, it doesn't even seem like their purpose is to be a food source like plankton. No, like, they were made just to suffer.
This is brutal.
Not enough to kill you, just enough to keep you weak. And this guy is going to be an all-night nightmare for your life. You try to scrape it off against the rocks. The rocks are too smooth. You try to swim upside down to shake it loose. You nearly break your fins doing it. You try to reach it with your mouth. Your mouth can't reach your own back. The parasite settles in. It grows. After a month, it's the size of your eye. After 6 months, you can feel its weight shifting on your back when you move. It's not just drinking your blood anymore, it's laying eggs. Baby isopods hatch on your back and crawl across your body, deciding if you're worth staying on. 3 of them decide you are. You've got 4 parasites now. They drink 10% of every meal you catch. You need to catch more food to feed them, but they're making you weaker, so you catch less food. But you don't die. Not yet. You just get slower, weaker, hungrier. Skip forward 8 months. You're standing at your spot, 4 parasites on your back, barely alive, when you smell something impossible. Another tripod fish. Close. You release your fins, which takes 8 seconds now because you're so weak, and start walking toward the smell. Your 3 long fins move like crutches, dragging your body across the mud at 5 feet per hour. It takes you 4 hours to travel 20 feet. You find them. Another tripod fish, standing on their 3 fins, facing the current. They're covered in parasites too. 6 of them. They're in worse shape than you. You stand next to them. For the first time in 8 months, you're not alone. Then you both release your gametes into the water. But here's the twisted part. Your species doesn't do normal reproduction. You were born male. But the stress, the starvation, the parasites, they've been slowly changing your body chemistry. You're becoming female. Except the change isn't complete. You release both sperm and eggs into the water. A confused mess of half-transformed biology. Most of the eggs won't fertilize. Most of the ones that do will hatch into deformed larvae that die within hours. Your partner releases their gametes. Then they walk away. No bonding. No partnership. Just a biological transaction in the dark. You stand...
This is horrible, bro. This is... Why do these things exist? This is absolutely horrible. There's no joy, not an ounce of joy in these poor creatures' soul. Honestly, if you ran into a tripod out in the wild, it would seem cruel to not
kill him.
You know what I mean? Let him keep tripoding it up. Do you know what I mean? Like, at some point, you gotta... This is too much. No living being should have to do this. You saying you nominate me to be reborn as one of these? Do not put that on me, bro. Do not put that bad energy on me, dog, please. This is so brutal. If I woke up one day and I was in their bodies, what would I do? I mean, I would just have to endure years of torture.
There, alone again, and realize you just wasted 3 weeks of energy on reproduction that probably won't work. Skip forward 6 months. You haven't eaten in 11 days. Your parasites have eaten most of your muscle mass. You can barely keep your fins stiff enough to stand. Then something massive falls from the darkness above. It crashes into the mud 40 feet away. The impact shakes the ground. The smell hits you like a drug a dead whale. 50 tons of meat, the biggest food source you'll ever encounter in your entire life. You release your fins and start walking. It takes you 9 hours to travel 40 feet. Your fins keep collapsing. You have to stop every 10 minutes to rest, but you keep going because that whale represents 6 months of food. When you finally arrive, the apocalypse has already started. 30 rat-tail fish are tearing off chunks the size of your head. Hagfish are burrowing inside, eating from within. Sleeper sharks are circling, taking bites that remove 10 pounds at a time. The water is thick with blood and oil and flesh. You try to get close. A rat-tail fish rams you away. You try again. A hagfish coils around your fin and tries to pull you into the carcass to eat you alongside the whale. You barely escape. You stand there, 5 feet from more food than exists in a cubic mile of ocean, and watch as every other creature feeds. Your 3-fin design, the thing that keeps you alive by letting you stand and ambush prey, now makes you the weakest animal at the feast. After 3 days, the whale is picked clean. You got 0 bites. You walk back to your original spot having burned.
Yo, these dudes are starving, on the brink of death. They see a big buffet and they can't even get a singular bite. They can't even get a bite, bro, because every single animal there that's feasting on that amount of food knows, like, you can't do anything to stop us. Like, we know about you, bro. They all know about them. They all got the scouting report about the tripod fish. They know that they're just there for their amusement at that point. I mean, pick your poison. Like, you can either use them as a nutritional source or use them as your amusement. There's nothing else you have to worry about them for. Stay close, because you know they're gonna have some parasites and whatnot, but other than that, I mean, these dudes are barbecue chicken. They're free all day long.
Earned more energy than
Horrible.
you gained. You're going to die soon. You can feel it. Skip forward 2 months. You're standing at your spot. You haven't eaten in 16 days. Your fins are shaking. The parasites on your back have stopped moving. They're dying too, which means you're not even producing enough blood to keep them alive. Then you smell it again. That same tripod fish from before. The one you tried to reproduce with. They walk up next to you. They're in worse shape than you. 3 of their parasites have died and are rotting on their back. But they're here. You stand together. Not hunting, not reproducing, just standing. 2 creatures at the end of their lives, too weak to do anything but exist next to each other. For 5 days, you stand together. You catch 1 meal each. You share the space. You're not alone. On day 6, you smell blood. Their blood.
That's probably the peak of their life right there. Just standing next to another dying tripod is the peak of their existence. If they are even, if you want to call it, lucky enough to make it to this point. This is absolutely horrid, bro. This is horrid. I genuinely wouldn't wish this on my worst enemy. I'd wish this on nobody. Like, this is so bad.
Gill shark, 14 feet long, rises from below. It doesn't attack you. You're too small, too worthless. It attacks your partner. Its teeth close around them in one clean bite. No struggle, no escape, just gone. The shark drops their body. It sinks to the mud next to you, torn in half. You can smell your partner's chemistry fading from the...
Yo, this is horrible, bro. And bro just has to watch his partner get eaten because he was too weak to be the choice to be his snack. And he can't do anything. Look, he probably gonna have to eat. He probably gonna have to eat his dead girlfriend.
Water. The shark circles back, checking if you're worth eating. You try to collapse your fins to run, but they won't move. The fluid system is frozen. You're locked in tripod stance, completely helpless. The shark's eye passes 6 inches from your face. It studies you, decides you're not worth the effort, swims away. You're standing next to your partner's corpse, unable to move, unable to run, unable to do anything but stand there and smell them decompose. 3 hours later, your fin system finally releases. You walk away. It takes you 6 hours to move 10 feet. You settle into a new spot. Pump your fins stiff. Face the current. alone. 1 week later, your heart stops, not from an attack, not from starvation. Your body just gives up. Your fins collapse. You sink to the mud. The parasites on your back crawl off your corpse.
That's the best part about their life right there. 100%, you can't convince me otherwise that is not the best part about their life. That's probably what they think about from the moment they are born. The day they can just finally say, fuck it. Fuck it, I'm gone.
Looking for a new host. Within 2 days, amphipods have eaten your eyes. Within a week, nothing remains but your 3 long fin bones, lying in the mud like fallen radio towers. You survived 99,000 to 1 odds at birth. You figured out the jellyfish trick that saved your life 400 times. You dove 4,000 meters while your body transformed into nightmare architecture. You learned to hunt without eyes in a place where nothing lives. You found a partner twice, lost them twice, and learned that loneliness actually has a taste in the water. You stood alone in darkness for 3 years, with parasites drinking your blood, waiting with patience that would break any human mind. And you died of nothing. No dramatic attack, no final boss, just biological collapse. Your body gave up in the dark, and nobody noticed. After all that survival, all that adaptation, all that impossible endurance killed by the simple math of not enough food, too many parasites, and a body design that evolved you into a living trap. But believe it or not, there's an animal with an even worse life than this. Watch that story next.
Like a jar of peanut butter.
There's absolutely no reason. No reason. There's absolutely no way there's an animal with a worse life than that. There can't be.
Yeah, and then I was saying, what's that nigga? Hey! You made it to the end of the video! WU. I really appreciate you fucking with me so much so that you would not only watch my video, you would watch it to completion. And for that, I thank you. Now check out my links everywhere else in description, brother.